The world doesn't play fair. No matter how loyal you are, someone will betray you. No matter how talented you become, someone less qualified will take your place. It's the reality that most people choose to ignore. But those who understand it, they survive, they rise, they control. In this world, it's not about being the best or the brightest. It's about understanding the game, and not just understanding it, but mastering it. Today, we're diving deep into 10 ruthless lessons that will make you dangerously smart. These are the strategies that the most powerful individuals use to dominate, to rise above, and to gain control. These lessons aren't taught in any school. You'll never hear them in a motivational speech. These lessons are rooted in the philosophy of Machiavelli, a man who understood the darkness of human nature and knew how to wield it for power. You're about to learn how to play the game like he did. But let me warn you, if you ignore what you're about to learn, you'll continue to fall victim to the traps the world sets for you. You'll stay controlled by your emotions, your impulses, and your need for approval. The world will keep moving around you, and you'll stay stuck, wondering why things never go your way. These lessons aren't for everyone. They're for those who are ready to break free. If that's you, then keep watching, because once you learn these lessons, you'll never be the same. Lesson number 1, calculated opacity. The first lesson is simple. Never reveal everything about yourself. People think transparency is the key to building trust, but that's not the case. In reality, transparency often makes you predictable, forgettable, and vulnerable. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." The more you reveal about yourself, the more people can use that against you. They can anticipate your moves, your thoughts, and your strategies. The most successful people in history didn't get there by being an open book. They were selective about what they shared and when. Calculated opacity is about leaving gaps, allowing people to fill in the blanks with their own imaginations. It's not about lying, it's about creating curiosity. And curiosity is power. If someone asks about your weekend, don't give them the whole story. Instead of saying, "I'm staying home," say something like, "I have something important to take care of." This simple shift keeps people interested in you. It gives them a reason to keep wondering. And curiosity leads to influence. People will remember you because they want to know more, and they'll respect you because they can't predict you. Lesson number 2, adaptive persona. You are not the same person with everyone you meet. You adapt your persona depending on the situation. Authenticity is a buzzword, but authenticity doesn't mean being the same person with everyone. True authenticity is about staying true to your values, not about presenting the same personality to everyone. Machiavelli understood that power lies in the ability to adapt. He said, "A prince ought to take care that he never lets anything slip from his lips that is not replete with the 5 qualities mentioned above, that he may appear to him who sees and hears him altogether merciful, faithful, humane, upright, and religious." The truth is, you already do this naturally. You talk differently to your grandmother than you do to your colleagues. You act differently in a job interview than you do at a party. You present different aspects of your personality depending on who you're talking to. This is adaptive persona. The key to mastering this lesson is understanding that people have different values, communication styles, and priorities. The more you can understand these differences, the more you can adjust your approach to influence them. This isn't manipulation. This is strategic communication. Lesson number 3, Emotional detachment. Detach yourself from your emotions. Most people are slaves to their emotions. They get angry when things don't go their way. They get defensive when challenged. They get desperate when they want something. And when you are driven by emotions, you lose control. Machiavelli believed that detachment was the key to power. He famously said, "Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved." This doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. It means freedom. It means not being emotionally invested in outcomes. When you're not attached to something, a person, a job, a result, you can think clearly, make better decisions, and stay calm in chaos. In any negotiation, the person who is most willing to walk away holds all the power. The more attached you are to something, the weaker you are. The more emotionally detached you are, the stronger you become. Lesson number 4. Silent leverage. Real power doesn't come from being loud. It comes from silent leverage. Power doesn't always need to be obvious. In fact, the most dangerous people are the ones who have power without flaunting it. Machiavelli said, "Never was anything great achieved without danger." What he meant was that true power often works in the shadows. It doesn't announce itself. It waits. Most people think power is about raising their voice, making demands, forcing their will on others. Silent leverage is the opposite. It's about making your presence felt without saying a word. It's about creating situations where others move in your direction without realizing they're doing it. In meetings, use silence as a tool. When someone asks you a difficult question, don't respond immediately. Pause. Let the silence stretch. Watch how it makes them uncomfortable. Watch how they start to reveal more than they intended. Lesson number 5. Psychological echo. Become a mirror to the emotions of others. People don't just want to be heard. They want to feel understood. When you can reflect back someone's needs, their fears, or their desires, you create a connection that others cannot replicate. Machiavelli understood this well. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see and few can feel. Psychological echo is the technique of listening not just to the words someone says, but to the emotions behind those words. It's about hearing what people truly want, what they fear, and what they need, and reflecting it back to them in a way that makes them feel understood. When you can do this, people will naturally want to connect with you, to trust you, and to follow you. Lesson number 6. Ambiguous morality. You don't need to be good or bad. You need to get things done. People often make the mistake of thinking that morality is always black and white. But the truth is, power lies in the gray areas. Machiavelli said, "Since it is difficult to join them together, it is safer to be feared than to be loved when one of the two must be lacking." This doesn't mean being immoral or cruel. It means understanding that sometimes the right choice in the short term leads to worse outcomes in the long term. Sometimes doing something difficult and harsh in the present results in a better future. True power comes from knowing when to make the tough decisions, even when they're unpopular. Sometimes protecting the greater good requires taking uncomfortable actions, and that's where ambiguous morality comes into play. Lesson number 7. Controlled exposure. Don't reveal everything about yourself. The less people know, the more they will assume, and that assumption gives you control. Controlled exposure is about sharing only what is necessary and strategic. People love to share everything today, their thoughts, their feelings, their plans. But the more you reveal, the more you weaken your influence. When everyone is oversharing, the person who holds back becomes mysterious and intriguing. Think of it like a poker game. The more you show your cards, the less powerful your hand becomes. In any situation, whether it's a negotiation or a social setting, you don't have to tell everything. You don't have to show your full hand. Lesson number 8, outcome obsession. You're not here to win arguments. You're here to get results. The most successful people focus not on being right, but on achieving what matters. They don't waste time on petty victories or the need for validation. Machiavelli understood that true power comes when you stop caring about looking good and start focusing solely on the outcome. When you're outcome obsessed, you stop getting caught in the details of who's right or wrong. Instead, you focus on the result. In business, in relationships, in life, focus on what you want to achieve and let that guide your actions. Stop getting distracted by minor obstacles or the need to be recognized for your work. Keep your eyes on the prize and keep moving toward your goal. Lesson number 9, strategic laziness. Being busy doesn't mean being productive. Most people confuse activity with achievement. The truth is, you don't need to do more. You need to do the right things. Strategic laziness is about focusing on the 20% of actions that lead to 80% of your results. Rather than trying to do everything, focus your energy on what matters most and let the rest go. This doesn't mean doing less. It means doing what matters more effectively. Prioritize your time, energy, and focus on things that truly move the needle toward your goals. Lesson number 10, mastering fear. The greatest thing you can master is fear. It's the one thing that stops most people from taking action, from achieving greatness. But once you understand fear and learn to control it, you can use it to your advantage. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved." This doesn't mean you should live in fear or dominate others out of cruelty. It means that fear can be a powerful motivator. Fear of missing out, fear of failure, fear of being replaced. Use that fear to drive you to make decisions and take action. Fear isn't something to avoid. It's something to understand. When you can control your fear, you unlock your true potential. These 10 ruthless lessons are the key to becoming dangerously smart. When you apply them, you'll stop being reactive and start becoming strategic. The world is full of people who react emotionally, who are stuck in their fears. But you'll be different. You'll be the one in control. Now, it's time to apply these lessons. Which one are you going to start with? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you unlock a new level of thinking, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about strategy, psychology, and human behavior, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Stay ruthless, stay strategic, and keep mastering the game.